Hello, NeXT community, and Greg. I wanted to show you your 68030 cube. So I've got the board back. We've got the new Austrian caps. I've got some NeXT branded RAM for you, so I'm going to swap it out as you just want the bare bones system. And serial number 448, 457 on the board. I hadn't really thought about doing that. I know it didn't come from the factory, that NeXT didn't match things up, but I think it's a cool idea. Now, this cube case has pretty good bones. This is how, it looks at the start. I'm going to tear everything down, blow out all the dust bunnies, and clean up the case. Case isn't in too bad a shape. I mean, for 35 years old. And I'll put another bezel in here. And good news, I've got a 983 power supply for you, which is huge because we don't need the load board. The load boards are kind of hit and miss. For those of you that don't know, early model 152 power supplies, we came up with a way to use flat panels. And in order to use the flat panel, the early power supplies needed to find that monitor load. And Brian Archer, very talented engineer, figured out we could make what's called a load board that slides into the back panel here in one of the open motherboard slots. So it would slide in here, and then it has a little light bulb, and it kept the power supply from kicking on and off. However, the bulbs are a little bit brittle. In the earlier versions, I know we're coming out with a 2.0, but I thought I'd hook Greg up here with a 983, which eliminates that problem. And the 983s were designed to carry the load of a NeXT motherboard and a Dimension. So, and whatever changes they made, it no longer cuts in and out. Logo's in pretty decent shape, Greg. It's got, just normal. This is like one little nick. And there's a couple more up there. But, you kind of, we worked out a good price for you, have to agree. So, overall, this case is in pretty good shape. Early serial number. I think you're going to be happy with it. I'm going to be bolting it together tonight. And probably tomorrow I'll see if I can ship. And then back here, I've got several projects going. We've got Daniel's turbo color and his mono turbo. His turbo color's here, and the mono turbo's back on my other bench over there. I'm really looking forward to getting this H2D printer up and running, and this table's going to work perfect for it. It's a rolling table. I've kind of reorganized my little shop back here. It's starting to come together. I'll show you if I can get over there. Paint myself in a corner some days. Let's see if I can stand up. Oh, my gosh. Gets rough towards the end of the day here for me. I started work at 7 this morning. It's now midnight on all these different projects, but it's kind of fun. So, I've been experimenting with different filaments. I like ABS. It gives it a little bit more strength for some of these. And I've got the new cabinet back there, which will work well, because then I have access to all my software and parts right there. I've got a couple more little shelves. I'm cleaning this area up. I'm going to continue organizing that shelf. Most of that stuff's going to come off there. And I pushed this desk out a little bit to give me a little bit more footprint, since I'm really the only one that's using this room. And we'll have the two X1Cs. With having that H2D printer on rolls on that nice desk, I can roll it to wherever I'm working. And we're going to be doing some amazing stuff here. Bless this mess. As I say, I've been shuffling stuff around. I did find what appears to be a third recapped working optical drive. So that's huge. I'm going to do an official resto with working optical. And I think it's going to go for pretty good money. Because I'm going to, take my time and do it right. And whoever buys that one's going to be stoked. I'm going to try and start to get ahead of this game, too, because I've got all these boards down here. I've gone through and organized them. I don't know if you can see them all. So all those have been recapped, being real proactive about it, and starting to make headway against this beast. Going to go through this table as well. Everything's starting to fall in place. I'm very happy about it. As I say, one-man show. I do have, it's a Tom and Lori. They have been helping. All my filaments are doing well. I'm starting to get more merchant from different tech companies to mess with. So we're going to have a lot of fun. And then I'm going to have this shelf over here, which is great because I can access it from all sides. And I can basically have up to 4 different projects on this. So I could not, won't always be cluttered like this. I can move them one to the other. This turned out pretty sweet. It's going to be a spool winder. So I can buy filament in bulk. And then it's going to wind from, the bulk filament onto regular filaments to do a little recycling. Also for the leftover filament, I'm going to be looking at making a filament recycler. And then with the H2D over here, it says it's much more efficient because it's got dual extruders. I'm chomping at the bit to get that going. Looks like I have that mono turbo up top there. I took a chance on the non-working one from eBay. We'll see what that's about. And stay tuned. More fun stuff to come from the black hole. Things are starting to look up. So, and it's snowing again here in Colorado. I'll do a quick, hey everybody. All right, have a good one. Oh, I'm watching a show on Uber. It's like the Uber startup show. All right, peace out. We'll chat soon.